Hey, welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day, and thank you all so much for taking the time to support the channel. It truly means a lot. We are back with a new Magic the Gathering Arena deck. It is Boros Battles 2.0. We have fine-tuned one of the most aggressive decks that I found within the early access event, and this is a tough season so far. I'm actually succeeding finally with this new upgraded version of Boros Battles. Now that is a white and red aggro deck. In today's video, we'll do our best to break down the strategies and synergies while we discuss the deck list in depth. Moving on to our gameplay footage, we're going to demonstrate all of this against the best decks and players in the world and game right now. Of course, we'll wrap up with our final thoughts, deck review, bonus sideboard guide for the traditional players, and the pack opening. So it is a full video for you all. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It helps so much. You can also become a YouTube member if you'd like to challenge me to a one-on-one match every single Sunday during our members-only live stream. So again, just thank you one more time. I literally can't say it enough. Let's take a look at the deck. Here we are with Boros Battles 2.0, baby. And we're going to hide this sideboard because you're going to have to pay attention till the end of the video for that. But before we get there, let's take a look at this 60-card standard deck. With a 2.4 average mana value, we do have 12 creatures, 24 non-creatures, 24 land to support that nice curve. So everything's balanced really nicely. And if you're unfamiliar, one of my favorite cards in the set is the Rampaging Raptor for 4 mana, 2 generic, 2 mountains, or 2 red sources here, as a 4 power, 4 toughness, non-legendary. That means you can play multiple copies of it. Creature dinosaur with trample and haste, so consistent damage output and quick damage output. But wait, there's more. You can pay 3 mana, 2 generic, and a red source to give the raptor +2/+0 until the end of turn, increasing its damage output, helping you get that reach for lethal. And whenever it does deal combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to a planeswalker that they control or a battle that they protect. Now this is phenomenal. If they have planeswalkers, get out of here. Now we do not have to take damage away from our turn, not losing tempo to deal with those threats, as well as ramping our own side of the board state up through the battles, which are an interesting addition to the game, Wizards. I'll give you that much. Let's talk about them. A lot of battles in the build. The first off is Gobakhan for 2 mana, 1 generic, 1 plains, 3 protection counters on it as a battle siege. When it enters the battlefield, look at target opponent's hand, and you may exile a non-land card from it. For as long as that card is exiled, its owner may play it, but they will have an additional casting cost of 2 attached to it, right? So a little taxation. And then on the backside, if we get rid of those 3 protection counters, we have the Light Shield Array, which we will cast for free. Keep in mind, Thalia and other things may tax this. Even though it's casting for free, you'll have to pay the additional tax on top. As an enchantment, and at the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature that attacked this turn. This includes the turn, obviously, that you attacked and flipped it with. Phenomenal. Furthermore, sacrifice the Light Shield Array. Creatures you control gain hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn. So the best of both worlds, right? Best of all 3 worlds, let's be honest. You're taxing your opponent. You're getting 4 worlds. You're getting to see their hand, which is very good value just to plan the rest of your turns out. You know if they have a field wipe, if you can push in, if you have to maybe be a little bit more reserved. This is something. So taxing them, getting to see their whole hand, that is great. And then the +1/+1 counters to increase your offensive capabilities, and then the hexproof indestructible to protect from removal and field wipes. It's what kind of card is this? Did I mention the Raptor flips it immediately? The Raptor now becomes a 5/5 because it attacked, and now the Raptor could immediately flip Invasion of Tarkir. Now this has 5 loyalty, and it would have 5 attack after flipping Gobakhan. It is so good. When it enters the battlefield, reveal any number of dragon cards from your hand. We don't have any dragons, so don't worry about it. It's going to deal 2 damage to any target where that damage is 2 + X, where X equals the number of dragons, okay? The Defiant Thundermaw is a 4 power, 4 toughness creature dragon, non-legendary. We can stack it, which is goofy. With, did I mention flying and trample? I think I did. And whenever a dragon you control attacks, it deals 2 damage to any target. Very, very good, right? So, you know, basically 6 damage per attack. That any target can be your battles, and you're flipping them even faster. It can be your opponent's creatures, whatever, right? It is just a phenomenal card. So, you know, it's like invasion out, raptor out, flip the invasion. Now the raptor hits Tarkir, flips that. This whole time you've got protection on the field too. Pretty goofy, right? Our third battle of the deck, because they're, you know, it is a battle deck, so we should have a few. The Invasion of Gobakhan for 3 mana, battle siege, 5 protection. When it enters the battlefield, deal 4 damage to another target battle or opponent. So we can flip our battles really easily, and we can just deal a lot of damage to our opponent, which is great. And of course, when we do this, we'll also deal 1 damage to a target creature, which is cool as well. So potentially cleaning up like a Thalia, a Mite, something like this. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And if we do remove those 5 protection counters, which is easy to do with the Rhino and Invasion, just drilling this home for you guys, we get the Disciple of the Inferno, 4/4 with prowess, non-legendary human monk, and if a non-creature source you control would deal damage to a creature, battle, or opponent, it deals that much +2 instead, which is pretty cool. And we do have a couple non-creature based damage spells. The Invasion of Tarkir is one. Lightning Strike is another for 2 mana, instant speed, 3 damage to any target. Kumano Faces Kakkazan for 1 mana, as it enters, dealing 1 damage to their planeswalkers and opponents. Next up, put a +1/+1 counter on creature you control when it enters. And then finally, exile and transform into Etchings. It's a 2/2 with haste, enchantment creature, non-legendary, of course. And if a source that you control would deal damage to a creature and it dies, it's going to get exiled instead, which is pretty cool. So, you know, there are some ways for us to deal that non-creature damage to our opponent. And of course, you can cast more copies of Invasion of Gobakhan as well, which is pretty cool, right? So that's what we have for the battle synergy in the deck. Really, really nice stuff here. It's also a prowess deck because the battles are non-creatures, and when they flip, you're getting a free cast, which is another non-creature, double prowess trigger, okay? The Monastery Swiftspear, 4 copies of this, 1 mana, 1/2, human monk, haste, prowess. We love it, right? So it's getting more powerful, +1/+1 whenever you cast a non-creature. The Monastery Mentor here as well for 3 mana, 2 power, 2 toughness, prowess, human monk, non-legendary. And now this card is wacky if you can get it to pop. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 white monk creature token with prowess. And, you know, you just go wider and wider and then bigger and bigger as you cast. I cannot even explain how cool this Mentor card is. We have 2 copies of Angelfire Ignition to round off the deck, some more cards you're probably more familiar with here. 3 mana, sorcery speed, put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. It gains vigilance, trample, lifelink, indestructible, and haste until the end of turn, recasting it from the grave with that flashback taxation of 1, which is not even that bad. And this is phenomenal because it's a pretty aggressive meta. You know, mono red is around and the life gain is phenomenal. Of course, we have the Wandering Emperor here as well for 4 mana. 2 generic double planes, 3 starting loyalty with flash, and as long as it's entered the battlefield this turn, it can activate loyalty abilities at instant speed. +1, distributing a +1 counter to target creature. It's also going to gain first strike until the end of turn. -1, creating a 2/2 samurai token with vigilance. And -2, exiling tapped creature. And you're also going to gain 2 life, which is phenomenal. It's also a non-creature with prowess. A non-creature with flash that can trigger your prowess during combat. We absolutely love it. We have a Seat of the Empire and Crucible of Defiance for utility lands, Forge and Pass for consistency, 6 plains, 8 mountains, getting us there. All right, we do have the sideboard to talk about after today's gameplay when we review the deck and before we tear into our packety-pack. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It really does help support. I appreciate each and every one of you going out your way. We're almost at 50,000 subscribers. Super exciting times. So, you know, just buckle up, as my dad used to say, kick back and enjoy the ride. Let's go. Our opponent goes first. Okay. Our turn 1 is lovely. Our turn 2 is very good. Turn 3 is here. Turn 4 is also very nice, right? So I kind of like this. Let's see how it pans out. All damage goes directly to our opponent, not sending any of it to the invasion. Most likely we see a counterspell here. But it's fine. Yep. Hit for 2 to 17. Again, a counterspell. To be expected. Yep. Down to 15. Hottie Jen. Ooh, you're so hottie. Ooh, you're so hottie. Ooh, you counter my raptor. That's the third counterspell in a row. Third in a row. Counter, counter, counter. Ooh, you're so hottie. Hit for 5. We're in a race. They're at 10. We're getting close. Ooh, you're so hottie. Kumano. 1 damage to 9. Ooh, you're so hottie. Here's another counterspell. No. We hit for 8. They're blocking 4, so it's only 6. What do you mean you don't want to block the Swiftspear and survive? I probably would have done that. Kabam! Oh, you're so hottie. Going first, missing our turn 2 so far. But 3 is here. 4 is here. I'd like to play that Mentor right away, but it's so hard to survive. Must play counterspells. Okay, white mana. What is it? This is very nice. What you got, Willis? Oh, wow. This could be the wrong play. Maybe we should invasion there and then clear it next turn, but we can get this Mentor to do a little bit of work here. We could be okay. Double prowess. Nice. Big damage incoming. They need a field wipe badly. It's beautiful. I'm just taking the damage down to 5. And, you know, we're close next turn. They need a field wipe. They need life gain. They need multiple blockers. Or multiple single target. Probably just a, dare I say, a Doom Scar. It's depopulate. I like Doom Scars, though, you know? We are all attacking. It's a Wandering Emperor. Most likely. On their side, as well as ours. It always is, man. Whoa! We should be fine with our quad prowess. Good game. Easy. Oh no, they gained 2 life there. And it's still not enough. I thought for a second we'd be short. I forgot about the Wanderer life gain for a second, but it's enough. Opponent goes first. We keep 7, though. We like it. I hate playing against Esper Legends. And against Gregory. Gregory. No, that's my name. My full name's Gregory, my legal name. So it's fun. It's fun to say. Gregory, you know? What? Leave me alone! They must have removal. Maybe it's just a counter deck, control build, you know? Removal, la counter spell. It has to be. Shoulder's Edict. Go for the throw, sure. I was being greedy. We want to get the prowess out always right away, right? Turn 4 Shoulder? No, wow. Wandering Emperor, obviously. This would need to be countered. Yeah, okay. Hey, maybe it is Esper Legends. There's just slow rolling. Hit for 3 to 17. Fourth land off the top. Thank you. Do you think it's a Wandering Emperor? No. Invasion of Takira's out. We're going to lightning strike that invasion. If we get a chance, anyways. You're tough. Well, fine. I'll kill your creature. No, no counter magic's up, right? More land. What do you got back there? I want to see it. I want to see it. Show me it. How big is it? Whip it out. Oh, let's all just whip it out. Another Urtai? Another Atari? That is not funny. Counterspell's expensive for them now, so they're not going to play a Shieldred and the counterspell, right? We'll be okay. Right? They can counter that. And I hate it. All right. I mean, let's take Shoulder too. Fish for the counterspell. Ooh, this is good. Let's hit Tarkir. Ooh, and they still have the counterspell up. Let's pull the Dissipate. Almost should have taken the Dross and just pulled the counterspell earlier, I guess, maybe? Yes. Unless they let us take it, and then maybe no. Okay. No swamp, no problem. Do they have a top decked counterspell? Say it ain't so. No swamp for you, Gregory! Could be a Wandering Emperor. It would be off the top, so extremely unlikely. Let's take our Light Shield. Raptor goes to 5. And now that it's at 5, it can clear Takir. Their last chance to remove it. I guess they could counter this too, if it was a counterspell. Because it still gets cast. It's not a transform, which you may mistake many times into Italia, like me. Oh, man. It's not a transform like the sagas. It's a cast for free. Okay, that's cool. Mastermind. They can even draw here, I believe, right? I don't mind. They probably need it more than we do. They get 2 draws, right? Because it's our second draw. We're in a good spot. They're really going to look for the swamp here, I guess. That's what's holding them back. We need a 5th land. That'd be cool. Thank you. That is very good. Very good. Nice play. There's the land. Uh-oh. We're in trouble now. Can they hit? That's impressive. Oof. So is this. Oh, absolutely. Don't mind if I do, Hugh. Don't mind if I do. I mean, imagine they block the Swiftspear. It's bait. We don't need it. We still flip both of them. It's freaking bait, dude. Flip, Flipadelphia. And it's just look how good this Raptor is, right? Like, we're not missing any damage to our opponent. And we're flipping battles like it's our business, baby. And put out those counters. I absolutely love the Light Shield with the Raptor. I couldn't be more pleased. It performs. We have a double prowess available to us next turn. Yep. We'll just leak the Legacy as well. Shield Red. I mean, they can double draw on our turn. That's 4 life for them. And the fact that it makes your attacks better and you can defend, like, the protection it's just, it's too good. Like, cards with the bipolar versatility. I don't know what you want to call it. It's good, though. It's good. No, I don't think you will. Right? Just very nice field coverage. Yeah, we draw a card. Yeah, we draw a card. Oh, man. I mean, you know, easy peasy lemon squeezy here. It's a nice little win streak. All right. Opponent goes first. Let's keep 7. Don't act like you didn't think it wasn't always going to be mono red. I guess the Phoenix trick is fine. Turn 3 Invasion of Gobakhan. Turn 4 Raptor. Kill the Phoenix. Play with fire down to 17. Scry 1. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, dude. Another. They must have just drawn this. Let's check out your hand. Goodbye, Squee. might go back for the Thundering Raiju. Well, they didn't get their third land. That's good news. Let's just flip that invasion. And then that'll take the Raptor to 5. And then we can flip the other invasion next turn, all while doing damage directly to our opponent. Very good. Third land would be... No, we took Squee. These are big hits, though. Down to 11. Down to 8. Smash. I guess we could take Lightning Strike. We do get the flip here, which is going to terrorize them, right? Because the attack on the dragon is ridiculous. Let's see what they're holding. What's that last card? Kumano out, and then I think we just sit on this Lightning Strike. I might want to kill Thundering Raiju. If they get their third land here, I'll save it maybe. They do. Still just a Bloodthirsty. So nice tax presented as well. We have block on the Phoenix Chick. I don't have mana for that. Let's kill the Bloodthirsty. I think we're just sitting on lethal, right? Block the Phoenix Chick. Take 1 and we swing for lethal. Great game. Very nice. Oh, mono red. Please go away and never. 2 lands, opponent goes first. I just feel insulted. Where's my third? I'm keeping it because, I mean, look at this hand, but we will need to draw 3 and 4, and preferably all untapped. You never know what we top deck. Right? It could be another red source, God willing. Right? So we don't want to play slow. Risk it for the biscuit. We're going to top deck an untapped red off the top. Oh, Valiant Veteran. I'm so good at this game. Look at me play. Are you okay, HGG? You sound upset, bro. I am. I'm defending the Valiant. Ay, papi. We need a 4th land really bad. Invasion doesn't do much because of the veteran. Brutal. Guardian's pretty good. Do we trade? I kind of think we do. It's a draw engine. It's a convoke creature. Enlist creature. Oh, I guess it could convoke too. God willing, they're not running Knight Errant of Eos. Yeah. About that. What you got over there, Willis? Let me see it. Whip it out. Let's go. What you got? What? All right, we got a big old raptor next turn. Gonna hit that invasion right in the kisser. Hopefully that's enough. This is a good deck. No attacks. Hopefully they attack all out, and then we can really get in there. 2 land. The Bola Slinger, 2/2 backup 1 for 4 as a soldier. Whenever this creature attacks, target artifact or creature an opponent controls is tapped. They're doing it. They are freaking doing it, dude. Looking for their 4th land confirmed. We're going big here, chat. Hit for 5 to 12, not a problem. No blockage. So far, so good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. YES. Yes, 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 yes. And dare I say it's a race. A 5/5 trample haste attacker that takes out A planeswalkers in B battles. Stop. Thanks for the cool red card. That's not degenerate. Some of us are Boros and Gruul players. I don't just want to play mono red. And then it goes to 6. Etching goes to 3. And we have a great big laugh as we also now hold protection. Dingus Khan is a phenomenal name. The shield is active. We'll be bashing through. Mostly. No attack, interesting. Big defendos. It's pretty good. Are they going to double block with the Guardian on the Raptor? I say attack. They're pretty low. We're pretty close. Take the indestructible. They're tapped, so it's whatever. We're just going to take lethal with Invasion. We'll push up the Raptor here. That hits for 8. And then just easy lethal in hand, I believe. Unless they have lethal. They get their 5th land, that would help. 7, 8, 9. Backup's not bad. No, that's okay. That's only 10 damage. No backup. Or, sorry, not backup. Enlist. No enlist here. They do get all the tokens, and that's pretty good. You know, we go down to 2. That's all we need. 6 land off the top to double cast just for fun. And that's a good sign. You know, it's not just lethal, it's lethal and more. A good game to use. I'm actually having really good luck with this deck so far. It's been a tough season, and we're killing it here. Going first, keeping 7, 3 land is good. Hey, Dugo, you can't sleep there. Classic. You ever play paper magic with pets around? They're like, oh, this is a good spot to sleep. Get out of here, kitty. Not for you. We just want this out right away to flip into the creature. If we miss out on the +1 counter, it is what it is. Who cares? But HGG, you don't have a 2-drop. I understand. You could have played it now, but we're getting to etching faster now. That's important, right? Hopefully they don't play a creature. Play a creature. Ooh, they do it. It's a big fatty. Lafoodie. That's what we'll call it. Lafoodie. Bro, it's your go. Thank you. Let's try to go wide. Hopefully there's no removal on our Monastery Mentor. Emperor 4, double drop on 5, question mark? I certainly hope so. The reland, the sacks for 5. Leave me alone. Oh my lord. I didn't know mono green was a complex deck to play. You know, I poke fun. I bug. But you know what? I bet they misplay less than I do, right? Because I'm speeding through things. I got my tunnel vision up. And misplay, misplay, misplay. You go nice and slow. You know, you probably have better quality matches as far as your play lines go. I don't know about the enjoyment experience of it for your partner, but ooh, what could they be doing? Maybe there was a connection issue. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Oh, okay. Now they're back. We here, homie. I take it. I'm not into blocks. No blocks. It's all yours, dude. Oh, they do have removal. Nice. Good for you. Good for you, Randy. Bushwhacked. Good for you. That was hot. I'm not sure why it took so long to come to that conclusion, but it was very good. You know? Very, very good. Pass turn, we're playing defensively. They definitely had something there. It must have been like a tie bar. Don't you frickin' dare. You're gonna bush me again? I like Tail Swipe a little bit more if you're in a monocolor deck. I don't think you need to grab lands with Bushwhack. I'd rather take the increased offensive with the +1/+1 if it's cast on your main phase. I think Tail Swipe is the way to go in a monocolor deck. Bushwhack multicolor deck, sure. Ooh. Backup 1, +1/+1 counter. Plus it, you know, gets the oil. That's a big boy. I dare you to slam with all. I'll take them both. I will take them both, baby. Come on. Don't be nervous. Don't be scared. Yes. Greed kills. Ooh. A little first strike Aroni. Big hit down to 10. Don't care. Take your draw. You got a blowy. That's not what it's called, HGG. All right, let's take that adaptive. Thank you very much. And I'm going to go up a level. Vigilance Smash. Sorry, Bloated Contaminator, not a Blowy Contaminator. My bad. I thought that's what it said. Sorry. You know, I have trouble with card names. They could have another. I would block. Oh, you're just going for it. Not even trying to trick me about it. Instant speed, you know, just... Oh. I see. It's pretty good. Good for you. And they killed a Wanderer. They would lose the draw, though. Hey, that's pretty good. But you're all tapped out, dude. Down to 10, kill the Evolving Adaptive. Faces out, down to 9. I wish we had 6 land. Oh my gosh. It's a Raptor, then it's an Ignition. And we are on the thinnest of ice. Ooh. Ooh. This drawing card is frustrating. Oh, back up again? You dog. You're third. Okay. No, we're okay. Okay. It's going to be a 5/5, which will flip that invasion. If left unblocked, they could Tyvar +1. I doubt it. They would be gods if they had that in their hand. Down to 4, and we get the blocker. This is good. This is what it's all about, baby. Maybe we can get our 6 land double cast. Not that this does much. Maybe it does. I don't know. Okay. They really need to defend. Yep, that's fine. Nope, not fine. No blocks. Down to 8. That's very good. Life gain is going to save us. They draw. They proliferate us. We do get them both. Nice. Beautiful. Ooh-wee. Good game to use. That was actually really nice. Very close match. The life gain helps us there a lot as well in case we didn't get lethal, but we're lucky enough it was at that point of the game. We get it, and we hit Platinum 3. It's my first time in Platinum 3 this season. I was getting bullied to start, so this is a nice improvement and actually a fun deck to play that's not mono red, that's not Rakdos, you know. Just thank you, HGG. Oakley Dokley doing some very nice ranking, and I think that this is the one. This might be the deck that I play on the side while I try to get to Diamond, while I try to get to Mythic. Lord knows it is not easy, especially if you're not using the meta decks, right? We're not using Mono Black, we're not using Rakdos, we're not using Mono Red, we're not using Soldiers. Currently, anyways, I not at Raxa, stuff like this, right? But I may fall from grace and need a couple crutches to make it home on time. For now, though, I like to keep with the originality, and that new set, the Aftermath, comes out right away. It's like a week away or something, so maybe just over a week. So, you know, it's no worries. We're going to have a ton of new exciting content coming out soon. The meta is going to get a little bit of a mix-up again as well, and, you know, hopefully we can get rid of some of these decks once and for all. Looking at you, Invoke. Looking at you at Raxa. Looking at you, Mechanized Warfare. You guys are the worst. Anyways, we do have a sideboard guide. Let me know what you think of the main board, obviously, in the comments below, as well as the sideboard. You're coming into creatures you need to remove. Well, take some Strangle. You know, it's going to help hit Planeswalkers as well. Pretty cool. You know, maybe their toughness is more than 3. Just take hard removal. Now you get Fateful Absence. Their loyalty is more than 3. Really hard to get around this. You're going to give them a draw, which is fine. Maybe you use them both. If you really need a lot of it, that's fine. Soul Partition, again, it's going to tax, but it doubles down as protection on your creatures, which is really good with that Raptor. To keep it alive, it comes up with haste again, so we like to see that. If you're playing against a bunch of creatures that don't seem to have removal, Brutal Cathar, you know, taking them, acting as a nice attacker if you can get it into the Moonrage here. If they have a ton of tokens that, you know, the Brutal Cathar is not really working, Invasion of Gobakhan is going to be good. 3 damage to each creature and Planeswalker. You know, kind of taking a pivot to a bit of a more control-oriented build. And then we've got Jaya here, potentially as well. Really good for the mid-range games, the longer games, as you need to sustain value in your hand. It makes tokens with prowess, and, you know, that's what we're all about here. Another Soul Partition. The Hearse, Graveyard Control. Sorry at Raxa, just get out of here. More Cathars, and the Warcrafting is really nice. It flips battles. It helps provide, you know, card advantage throughout the game, which is really nice. I just wish it was instant speed, and I wish I could have more cards in the deck so I can mainboard this. But that's our sideboard for now. A lot of removal. We don't worry about protection too much because we do have Invasion of Gobakhan, right? It gets the job done. It's good enough. And of course, looking to improve my sideboarding skills as always. So if you have any advice, hit me up in the comments below while we tear into this beautiful, beautiful March of the Machine pack. Ayo River. Where is our tear? Here it is. I don't know how I feel about these new tears. I feel like it should be in the very center of the card, almost. This is a Zada Hadron Grinder up first. Beautiful art cards. A Blossoming Sands Sky Warden. This is a Depth Guard. King of the New Coalition. Calming of Whispered Hopes. Now this is actually pretty cool in mono green with Defiler. Render Inert. I like this in the Rakdos battles. Hideous Flushwheeler on backside of Nazumi. Ashen Reaper, which is really good. Well, it's not really good, but Invasion of Asgol is. Forcing the sacrifice, and they're also going to lose 1 life, right? Liliana's Talent. This is new to me. I've not seen this. 2 black mana as an enchantment aura that's rare. Enchant Planeswalker. Enchanted Planeswalker has pay 8. Sorry, I know this is... Okay, I'll get over here. Sorry, Enchanted Planeswalker has -8 on the loyalty. Put all enchanted cards from all graveyards into the battlefield under your control, and whenever a creature deals damage to an enchanted Planeswalker, destroy that creature. Interesting. -8. That's a lot, right? That is no joke, but pretty cool. I don't mind it. It's nice to see. We have a Raph. Oh, no way! In the Rampaging Raptor deck, we pull a Rampaging Raptor. That is absolutely insano, bro. And then a Cryptomancer, holographic. Not too shabby with a zombie. I like that Rampaging Raptor as a card too. Like, this is no joke. This is a really good card. So that's a beautiful find. Liliana's Talent, I'll have to look up. I'm unfamiliar. And I like Invasion of Asgol. I think that's really cool. Kami's not good unless it's in, I think, Mono Green, and Render Inert's not good unless it's in Rakdos Battles. That is the pack. And we have, like I said, a whole box of these to get through. And then I think, you know, the Lord of the Rings stuff should be here soon. And we have to also get, of course, the Aftermath box in. We'll pre-order that soon. So a lot of really cool packs to open at the end of every video. If you watch to the end and enjoy it, let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already done so, I know I've asked probably 500 times, like, comment, subscribe, become a YouTube member. But most importantly, just have an absolute magical day, ghouls and goblins. And we will see you, Twitchception, in the next.